Today we're in Newport, Rhode Island, a place near and dear to my heart. 15 years ago I was stepping off a United States Coast Guard cutter, not having any idea what I'd do with my future. And today we're about to get aboard a 2020 Princess V78. This is one of 5 delivered to the United States. On behalf of Italian Yacht Group, I'm Patrick Hopkins. Welcome aboard. We're aboard aft on the retractable swim platform. There's tender storage in here, a crew quarter on our starboard side, but we'll get into that later. Follow me up into the cockpit. There's a reason I wanted to start in the aft deck. You'll notice all this space with close proximity to the water. You'll notice all the way from the cockpit through the salon up to the helm, which we'll get into later, is one seamless transition with no steps. This is a place where you're going to spend a ton of your time. Let's get into the details. Here in the aft section of the cockpit, these 2 sun loungers with storage beneath. As always, this is the place for those who like to soak up the sun. Just for those sun pads, is this all adjustable seating? The way we have it set up is with the U-shaped on the port side, L-shaped on the starboard side, and this whole area can be covered by that aft shade if you don't like to spend your time in the sun. Here in the cockpit, we have a summer galley with your cooktop, cool box, and a wet bar. Before leaving this space, you have your Lumishore underwater light control, which is a great and convenient place to control your underwater lights from the cockpit. Moving to port, we have our engine room access and a high-low table currently in the cocktail position. We walk into what is reminiscent of an open floor layout with your dinette to port, this table on stainless tracks that stows to the side for transit. A quick step down puts us in the galley, the very large fridge, dual freezers, a wine cabinet. Moving forward, you have your dishwasher, a Miele 4-burner cooktop with a hood, a Miele convection oven, your galley privacy shade controls, a double basin sink, and storage throughout. One thing of note for a stew, there's a great area to serve people. You have everything you need here and access to the whole cockpit, as well as a seamless transition into the salon, as we mentioned earlier. Leaving the galley, we step into the salon with this inlaid carpet and these massive, massive windows that give you a view almost 360 of the water around you. Whether you're cruising at the dock or at anchor, this is the place to be. This port side credenza is not only for looks or storage, but it's functional. All the way aft is a small refrigerator. The middle cabinet holds AV and a small bar, as well as custom glass storage. Sitting here in the salon, I'm reminded of how every boat designer wants everything to be clean, and this can borderline become sterile. Sterile environments are not comfortable to sit in. This is the antithesis of that. Here, it's super comfortable to sit, have a conversation with your guests, or when everything is closed down and the high-low TV is up, it makes for the perfect cinema. Every boat designer faces so many challenges with the design of a boat, but most specifically, the helm area on an express boat. How to make it the captain's space while also keeping him separate from the guests, or making it easy for the guests to talk to him, as we'll see with the port side seating area. Here at the helm, we have 2 Garmin displays, centerline your engine display, your Garmin repeater, SeaKeeper control, ACR spotlight control, and your bow and stern thruster controls. On the starboard side, we have your autopilot, VHF radio, and helm controls. We have this retractable sunroof that opens all the way up. You can't ask for a better feature for summertime here in Newport, Rhode Island. Before we head to the staterooms, let's go out the starboard side door and show you the bow. Walking up the starboard side with teak underfoot, we get to our last exterior guest space, the bow. Here we have a cocktail table, U-shaped seating, and sun pads. Similar to the aft deck, this area is outfitted with shade. Princess has given us a useful space by giving us storage on port and starboard sides. This can be for fenders, lines, covers, or even cleaning supplies. Here we are back in the salon. Let's head down the stairs and check out the guest accommodations. Here we are in the starboard side stateroom with an island queen berth, a large window on the starboard side to let in natural light, storage forward in this closet, a vanity with a stool, a TV, and access to the ensuite head. We walk out of the starboard side stateroom and we walk immediately into the starboard side head. While I had mentioned we have ensuite access from the stateroom, this does double as your day head on board. Across the companionway is the bunk stateroom. We have 2 twin berths that slide together, a port side window with a porthole, a flat screen TV, and a large closet. Moving forward in this twin stateroom, we have access to our ensuite head. As we exit that port side stateroom, worth mentioning, storage is always a premium on a boat. Princess here has given us a midship storage area right before you enter the VIP stateroom. All the way forward is the VIP guest stateroom with large hull side windows to port and starboard with opening ports. These large closets, a queen berth, and storage underneath. Looking aft in the stateroom, we have a vanity with a stool and a full-length mirror, as well as a Samsung TV. Adjacent to the Samsung TV is access to your ensuite head with a single stall shower. Coming from the VIP headed aft, we come up these stairs and have your private entrance into the master. Such a great feature of this boat. We've talked about how Princess makes things easier on the boat owner. This Bosch washer dryer is a great example of that. Just after that washer dryer and at the base of the stairs, we enter this master stateroom. And you notice as I walk in here, it is a rainy day here in Newport, Rhode Island, yet there's plenty of natural light pouring in. You have this great settee, followed by a king bed, a flat screen TV on that forward bulkhead, and a vanity all the way to the port side. Throughout the boat, what you've seen is all high gloss mahogany. And it's worth mentioning, all of the windows on this boat, including in the salon, have automatic electric shades. All the way aft, we have these full-length mirrors that house hanging lockers, as well as a really impressive master head. From here, let's make our way to the stern. There's still a lot to see back there. Let's go check it out. We're back here all the way on the stern. We're gonna show you how this swim platform and garage operates. Tristan's been kind enough to help us on the controls. Let's show you how it's done. The first thing that will happen is this swim platform will drop a few inches, which will give clearance to the garage door to open, which houses our Williams 435 jet tender. You'll notice how quiet it is as this opens. And a fun fact to mention is that this Williams SportJet 435 can do up to 55 miles an hour. Moving to the starboard side of the platform, we open the door to the crew quarter. Down 3 steps, you'll notice immediately, very high overhead. On the starboard side, you have a head with a separate shower, a TV, a large closet, a refrigerator, and a microwave. On the port side, 2 6-foot over-under bunks. Just forward is access to the engine room. Moving forward through the crew quarter into the engine room, we're standing here between 2 MAN V12 1900s that move this boat at 25 knots. As you can see, I'm standing between these 2 displays. This is for the mechanic to work locally, determine any problems or services with the boat can all be done from down here and not have to start and stop from the helm. And just aft of where I'm standing in the engine room, we have a center mounted SeaKeeper with your Dometic water maker, spot zero system, your Fireboy, which is a halon system for the engine room, your 2 chargers. Just aft of your Dometic water maker is a hydraulic system that is the hydraulic pump that controls the bow thruster, the stern thruster, and the windlass. Moving to the port aft corner, there's a small door which will take you to the room that houses your generators. As we walk through the boat today, you've noticed everything's neat, tidy, clean, and in its place. What more important place for that to be than the engine room? Here is for sure no exception. This engine room is tight. On behalf of IYG, myself, Patrick Hopkins, I want to thank you for joining me aboard this 2020 Princess V78 Spindrift. If you have any questions or would like to get aboard, feel free to contact me.